Best sports coverage in the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 27, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His second. Season, and the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First carry for Najee Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun. Crowley. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Looking to throw on second down. Crowley. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. Off the play fake. Crowley. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But with the veterans...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Crowley. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Crowley. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On third down, Crowley. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the 28-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They will run for the first time here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got Mason complete.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 21-0 our score after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Second and 8. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So simple math here. The first half, they've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Sea of defenders had intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Steelers.
2nd down and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Crowley. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Off the play fake. Crowley. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Javon Kinlaw providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came in this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down. Yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Crowley. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On first down, it's Harris, and he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now is back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Kareth White on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Crowley. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw. Crowley. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Crowley. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashawn Bateman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Buying time to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on third down, Crowley. Ebron with it over the middle, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to throw again. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50, 30. The 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Well, the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Crowley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And he's got this down to the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And some space here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Ravens 62, Steelers 6. Justin Tucker to kick off the backup.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Crowley, complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Crowley. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Crowley. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw, Crowley. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Crowley. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw again. And he finds his target, Ebron. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Let him know.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson now down around his goal line. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 97 yards. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just hit. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he will have a Steelers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Crowley. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
A try here for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So will no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now Well, they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.